Welcome back. There are a million videos on polishing on YouTube, I'm sure. So this is not really a tutorial about polishing. What it is a video about, it's a video about how easy it is to polish and anyone can do it. This is just a buffing wheel from the hardware store. I also bought 4 different polishing compounds. They came in tubes like this that keeps them from drying out too much, I guess. When I bought it, I saved the backs of the cards, just keep them up at the brush. The first card had the different types of buffing wheels you're supposed to use. I just bought the final wheel, like $10. And then this was the card from the 4 rouges. It just tells you what they're for. So the first project I did with it was brass. This is an aluminum ice cream scoop. My grandpa had a meat and ice cream and that type of truck back in the 50s and 60s, and he used to drive out to the farmers out in the country. He would serve ice cream out of his truck with this scoop. Now, I grew up with my grandpa Ed using this, and then later on I inherited it because it was always my favorite. It's been getting worse and worse over the last 20 years, and frankly it was just sad. Let me show you a picture of what that looks like. All I did was use a polishing compound per the instructions. Basically what you're doing is sanding, and then I used a rouge to put a real gloss shine on it. There was a little area here that I just couldn't get the wheel into, so I used the Dremel the best I could. It doesn't have to be perfect, it's just anything's better than the way it was. So I thought you might like to see, going along the lines of my wife is convinced the internet wants to see everything I'm doing. It's just Sunday morning, I'm down here drinking coffee and polishing an ice cream scoop. So anyways, let me show you how I got here. So this is just a half horsepower 20-year-old bench grinder. You can do it with a drill, but you have to put a fair amount of force when you're polishing it. It's just hard to do with a drill. So I can see this wheel's getting smaller by the day, and that's fine too, it's supposed to. And you'll notice that this is really a bench grinding table, and there's a little trough down here. A lot of people don't know what it's for. They think it's a tool holder. It's actually for water, because the metal gets hot when you're polishing. And so when it gets too hot to hold, you just lay it in the water and let it cool down for a little while. I always put distilled water in it instead of tap water, and that's just so that it doesn't get like foul smelling. This distilled water is as pure as it gets, basically. So anyways, I hope you enjoy the video. Thank you, Grandpa Ed. I miss you and I always love you.